Alright guys, today's a very exciting day because we are starting a brand new project. We're putting a 50 horsepower electric motor in this Barbie moped. We're gonna probably make this thing go 85 miles an hour. So that's the plan for today. Let's get started. One of the least favorite things I do every morning is empty out the ash from yesterday's fire. And for some reason, I use the smallest bucket I could find. Come on, Ego Flo. One of today's official side quests will be finding a larger bucket. So the barn is warmed up nicely. We've got fire going good. And now it is time to start digging into my box of parts, which is like Christmas for me. And one of my favorite parts of this whole process, I have an excuse to buy parts. And they're not boring parts. Like, you know when you have a car and you got to, I don't know, change the brakes or something like that. And it's just like maintenance items. Buying those parts sucks. Buying a turbo, very fun. Buying an intercooler, wheels, those things are all very fun. But you don't get to do that very often unless you have something like this hobby or business. I'm trying to make it a business. I did quit my job as an engineer after all. This box is bigger, but it makes me think it's probably not this one. A box within a box. Amazon's favorite. Nope, not what I'm looking for, but knobby tire. Very knobby tire. This is a little bit bigger than I think we want. I don't know, we'll make it fit. One of the parts, this is a wiring harness for the razor. I mean, you could barely even call that a wiring harness. It's a fuse. And the first box I touched. Naturally. Okay. The backstory behind this is that it was my wife's as a child. You can see it says Lucia. And that's the backstory. I got it for free. I've got an electric motor. I think it'd be terrifying if I put it in this, so that's the plan. Where the hell does the battery go in this thing? What the hell? Oh. Okay. I think we gotta take some stuff apart before we can get to the batteries. Be right back. Remember, I bought another set for a different project a while ago. Wrong way. I'll lose that bit next. Now, unfortunately, I don't think our battery is gonna fit where this battery fits. It is, after all, several times the size. Why do Allen keys exist? They're just the most obnoxious type of key. Cut off the old connector, put the new connector on, crimped it on. It's a little bit ugly, but this is very temporary. Oh, these barely fit in there. Oh, jeez, oh God, I hope I don't break the crimps. In my haste to get it done, I cut off the fuse when I didn't need to. So, you know, obviously always making extra work for myself because I'm rushing for no reason other than I'm excited. Hey, we got an on switch. Put these screws back in and bolt this body up. This thing better be good. Please work. Okay, it's slow, but that's why we're gonna make it faster. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm hoping to achieve at this point, but don't think I'm getting the full effect of the performance of this beast inside the barn. Maybe it just takes longer to accelerate, but it only looks like it's going like 3-4 miles an hour, which is definitely not enough. Take it down the driveway. Oh God. And we're in the snow. Okay. Okay, we got this. This thing is this hard to drive. Okay, here we go. We're fine. We're on ice. Oh boy. On ice. And gravel. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're good. We're chilling. It's a kid's toy. Cannot be that scary. Alright, it's pretty scary. Yeah, tops out at maybe 4 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour. We're gonna change that. Holding the throttle pinned is a bit exhausting if I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna walk it back so I don't break my ankle or neck. It's time to finally start disassembling this thing and trying to figure out how we're gonna make everything fit. This is the little controller for the machine right now. Look at that thing. Quick size comparison.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's gonna fit. I think the battery is gonna take up where your feet are supposed to go, and then I'm gonna weld 2 pegs up here off of like the frame that's on the bottom for your feet. And so the battery is gonna sit here, which is safer. And then the motor is somehow gonna fit under here. We might have to cut these brackets and extend this like downward to here or something so the motor can actually fit in there. Look at this little baby chain. Oh my God, the motor is so unbelievably small. It's literally 3 inches wide by 3.5, 4 inches in diameter. That is unbelievably small. I'm looking for a master link like an idiot when I could just press down on the spring tensioner and take it off that way. So somehow we need to take all of this and fit it in this little moped. I'm gonna try to figure that out right now. I said earlier, I think the battery's gonna go where our feet went. Right about here, maybe. You want the battery as far forward as possible because this thing's gonna have so much power. The whole frame only weighs like 30 pounds and it's gonna be winding a wheelie all day long. So if we get this as far forward as possible, we'll have a little bit more control. Obviously the motor is gonna need to go in here somewhere. Hey, that's not too bad. Our chain's gonna be pretty far out, so we do have to get it over a little bit more. All right, if I cut this little tab off, it'll slide through. I think our only problem is our sprocket is gonna be really high up. Before, I think it was a little bit lower down. Now, we're gonna be careful about how we mount this in there because there's a good chance that we're gonna mount it and we're not gonna be able to take it back out. And we wanna keep this motor because as fun as this death trap will be, it will be a death trap. And this is a very useful motor, speed controller, and battery. I don't want to dedicate it solely to this build. Bye-bye. Now let's try again. Wires in first, to the first stage. Take down, get past that point. Boom. Not too shabby. I think we gotta do full rotation up. Wires are kind of out of the way. There we go. Wow. It's not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. Wow. New motor, old motor. Guess we could do sideways mounted like that, but I don't know how that's gonna affect our plastics. Let's get a little bit wider shot so you guys can fully track what's going on. I put this piece of plastic back on. Put this up here like this. That's annoying. There's a loop here, right on this side, where this piece is gonna come down. So we can't be, I guess we can be right to there-ish. Then the piece is gonna come down here. Let's see, does this speed controller? Not fitting there. Okay, it's all right. We got plenty of space. Figure it out. We're definitely gonna need to extend our swing arm. This thing looks disgusting already. Look at that. That is so freaking cool. These 4 bolt holes line up for this 520 sprocket, but this lip that's on here is right at the same diameter as this. So it's like the face of the sprocket isn't gonna sit flush on this. We could just grind that lip off, and then that way we have a nice flush connection there. The issue I'm running into right now, when this tire is aligned with this piece, it's a rough estimate of the middle. That means our sprocket, unfortunately at that point, is aligned with this piece of tube, which means that that piece of tube probably needs to go. There's no way we can mount the motor anywhere else, and there's no way we can get a chain to go through the metal tube. Before I make any rash decisions, I'm gonna sleep on it and really think about it. I don't wanna cut stuff out unnecessarily. I wanna keep this looking as stock as possible. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.